It is now my pleasure to welcome Donna Wheeler, Cody Higbee, and Carrie Preston to the lectern for these special introductions.
Ooh. Good evening. I am a member of the Laker FFA alumni, but more importantly, I am here to introduce to you your Region 3 State Vice President, Holly Marie Tait. Everyone is listing the top 10 reasons for one thing or another nowadays, so I would like to give you the top 10 reasons that make Holly a great Michigan FFA state officer. Number 10, that voice. Holly has a voice only a mother could love. Sorry, Mary. Number 9, she is a great big sister. Not only to Clara, but to everyone in the Laker chapter, Region 3, and Michigan FFA. Number 8, her math ability. Do you know what 25% of 12 really is? Neither did Holly, but that's okay. Number 7, she's the only person that has spent more time in the ag room than my husband. Number 6, she didn't need to be in the limelight. She could shine when others won. Number 5, her willingness to do anything. Number 4, Holly is the hardest worker ever. Number 3, yellow car. Number 2, her love of the FFA, and the number 1 reason that Holly is a great state officer, you're a Laker, and you belong to us, our number 29. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce to you your Region 3 State Vice President.
Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like hard work. This quote by Thomas Edison sums up the attitude of Daniel Flynn. Since the first time I met Daniel in 2009, this quote exemplified his attitude. Even as a timid 7th grader, Daniel never shied away from hard work, whether it was rewriting his speech for the 20th time, helping out fellow members, or staying up all night to be with a fair-winged sow. This is only one of the qualities I have admired about Daniel. He leads by example and has always been willing to take the opportunity ahead of him to better himself and to better others. It's been an honor to have Daniel as one of my FFA members, as well as watch him serve you, the Michigan FFA, this year.
Daniel Flynn, from the first day of ag class in 7th grade to the final moments of our senior year together, I was able to witness a remarkable transformation in you, from the quiet kid at the back of the class to the amazing, outgoing leader that you have become today. Your passion, dedication, and hard work are truly an inspiration to those around you. Your kindness, your compassion, and your fun-loving spirit make you a person that anyone can look up to. I am proud to have been with you on this journey every step of the way through this great organization. Michigan FFA, please welcome your 2015-2016 State Treasurer, Daniel Flynn.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. I want to be an artist and a doctor once I grow up. I want to be a ballerina, a pirate. I want to be a basketball player. I got to be a policeman. The police officer gets a bad guy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up. I'm going to be a fireman. I am going to be
elementary, I had it narrowed down to president, singer, actor, or even professional athlete. I wanted to do anything that would impact the whole United States, or even better, the world. When I got into high school and had to actually pick a career, I soon realized that I had no interest in politics, am tone deaf, look like a fool in front of any camera, and have 2 left feet. How was I ever going to change the world now?
As we grow up, we are often told that the world is just the way that it is, and all that we can do is just live in the world. We get told that we are not big or important enough to make a change in the world around us. We get told this over and over again until we begin to believe that we can't make a difference, that there will never be a time in our lives for us to do something great, to be the change. We get so caught up in the notion that in order to change the world, we have to be in a position of power or be famous, that we have to do something big and impact every one of the almost 8 billion people in the world. The truth is, we might not be in a position of power or fame, but that does not mean we are incapable of change. Each and every person here today has the ability to make an impact, to be the force that changes the world.
We all have the ability to make a change. However, we often sit back and wait for that perfect time and opportunity to present itself before we make an effort. Reality is, if we wait, it will never come, and we will never seize our opportunity to be the change. We have to go out and make our own perfect time and opportunity to be the change, to make that positive difference.
Picture this. It's a Saturday afternoon in the year 2000, and there is absolutely nothing to do. So naturally, my 4-year-old imagination begins to take over. After some serious deliberation, I decided I wanted to become Superman, and I was going to change the world. I grabbed my red cape, aka my sister's favorite red blanket, and I run out to the barn to learn how to fly. Now in our barn, we have a rope that hung from the rafters and swung from one side of the barn to the other. With my newfound superpower, I began to swing back and forth. Everything was going fine until all of a sudden, the rope broke, and I fell 10 feet to the barn floor. It was in that moment that I painfully realized that not everyone had supernatural powers. How was I ever going to change the world if I didn't have any exceptional skills?
This past year, we have had the opportunity to travel all over the Mitten, all the way up to Kearney Nadeau and down to Jonesville, and from Muskegon to Bad Axe. This created a unique opportunity to meet with many members, each with their own story. This past fall, we took the trek up to the Thumb to visit the Sanilac Career Center. Shortly after arriving and talking with their advisor, Mr. Solman, I realized that career centers face a challenge. They have to unite members from all over the county, not just one high school. This was a challenge Mr. Solman and his chapter officers took head on this year. Only 2 months into school, they had more unity than I would have ever expected from students that just met each other.
I thought that having superpowers was necessary to make any type of big change in the world. That in order to make a difference, we had to have an extraordinary quality that made us stand out. But what my 4-year-old self didn't know was while I sat on the barn floor, ready to give up, there was a 4-year-old girl in Connecticut changing the world one lemonade at a time. Alexandra Scott was born in 1996, just as I was. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a type of childhood cancer, just before her first birthday. At the same time I was learning how to fly, Alex informed her mother that she wanted to start a lemonade stand to raise money so that doctors could help other kids like they had helped her.
At the end of the day, I had the opportunity to talk with some of the members. One member I talked to in particular, her name was Valerie. She told me how she had been homeschooled her whole life. And attending the Career Center was the first time she had the opportunity to attend a school with peers just like her on a regular basis. She then proceeded to tell me how before that first day of school, she was afraid. She was afraid that they wouldn't accept her because she was different. She then told me that when she walked into school on that first day, she was welcomed by open arms by everybody, diminishing any fear of not being accepted.
Alex's first lemonade stand raised more than $2,000 and led to the creation of the Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. Alex continued her lemonade stands throughout her short life before passing away at the age of 8. During those 8 years, she raised more than $1 million towards cancer research. Today, Alex's Lemonade Stand sponsors a national fundraising event held every weekend in June called Lemonade Days. Each year, as many as 10,000 volunteers donate their time at more than 2,000 Alex's Lemonade Stands across the nation and have raised more than $100 million towards making a difference in the lives of children with cancer. Thanks to a 4-year-old girl named Alex deciding that she wasn't too young to make a difference, doctors have been able to provide better care and treatment to thousands of children just like her. Because she had the courage to go out of her way to create the perfect opportunity to be the difference, Alex was able to make a positive change in this world by one simple act: starting a lemonade stand.
Thanks to Mr. Solman, his chapter officers, and even the members at the Career Center for accepting Valerie despite all of her differences, she now has some newfound confidence. Before joining FFA, she thought that the only college she could attend was a community college near her hometown. She now has the confidence to go out and attend her dream university of Michigan State University. To become a vet. Thanks to her newfound confidence, she now can go out and be the change.
We can be the change when we realize that small acts can have a huge impact. We can be the change when we stop to help the person who dropped their books in the hall.
We can be the change when we offer to help our parents before they ask, or watch our annoying siblings for the day. We can be the change when we are friends with somebody who doesn't have any, or stand up for somebody who can't defend themselves.
We can be the change when we realize that age, money, power, and fame do not determine if we can make an impact. We can create a chain reaction of small acts of kindness that will have a huge impact. Each and every day we are given the opportunity to be the change through small actions, but we oftentimes pass them up because they seem too small.
We must realize that not only big actions of people in positions of power and fame make a difference in the world.
We must realize that there is no perfect time to be the difference.
So stop waiting for everybody else to make a change.
Step up and seize every opportunity to be the difference, no matter the size, to make a difference in the world around us.
Michigan FFA,
Be the change.
Holly Tait, thank you for the countless laughs and endless memories you brought our team. Your heart for service is endless, and thank you for always lightening the mood with your countless crazy jokes. Michigan FFA, our Region 3 State Vice President, Holly Tait.
Daniel Flynn, you are one of the most competitive, charismatic, and compassionate people I know. You are always keeping our team in a positive attitude and can give us one of the greatest pep talks a split of a second. Thank you so much for keeping us on our toes and always lifting us up this year. Michigan FFA, our state treasurer, Daniel Flynn.